Getting out of the service was a little bit difficult for me. I thought I was going to continue on, but alcoholism and different things took me a different route. So I separated out of the Marine Corps and found myself in a lot of trouble. So my name is Justin Millett, and I started in February 1991. Started in the Army National Guard, Pennsylvania. Moved on to the Marine Corps, went active duty in 93. Got out in 97. Yeah, so we were doing an event, Dive 22, taking veterans out skydiving, and I got to be a participant of that and started talking to a friend, and they were like, hey, why don't you come and check out this deal we got going on? And I'm like, wow, all right. I never even heard of it. But I'm glad I got to come. This is a wonderful experience. A lot of good people, a lot of people that really, we've all been there, so that everybody wants to help one another. And that's what I've seen here so far.
So I actually had one of my buddies who was a Alabama State Trooper. He went to it. He had been through some tough stuff, and he got me in touch with another veteran who had been through the retreat. And they both kind of, convinced me this would be something very, very good for me to experience. So, yeah, man, my name's Hunter Campbell. I served in the United States Army for 4 years with the 101st Airborne Division. I was a combat medic in 2nd Battalion, 327th Infantry. I served as a platoon medic with Alpha Company and deployed to Syria for 9 months in 2019. Served 4 years, got out. A couple years after I got out when, really started to see problems and things that needed to change. And that's kind of what led me here ultimately. I talked with my wife about everything, and we both decided this would be a good idea. So I made the decision to come up here. I didn't know what to expect. I was very scared. I'm still nervous about a little bit of it, but I'm excited at the same time because I've seen so far ultimately what it's all about, and about healing and brotherhood and trying to be the best that you can be. So I'm excited, man.
My name is Benjamin Jones. I'm a U.S. Marine. I was in 0341, did love for 4.5 years, 3 tours to Iraq, Purple Heart. Coming back was one of the hardest things to do. It made me want to turn right back around and go back. I just felt like I wasn't accepted anymore. I knew I was accepted in the Marine Corps, and I was accepted for who I was and what I've done and all that. But then when I get home, my family didn't talk about what happened because they were afraid to. They didn't want to bring it up, but I needed somebody to talk to about it, and I never did, so I kept it all bottled up all my life.
We wanted to be able to have a retreat similar to some of the ones we'd been on before, where it was focused more on the individual's needs, the individual's thought process, what things were going on in their daily life that needed to be approached, and what kind of resources we could use to guide them in a path to be able to reach out for further help.
We've had some therapists come in and sit in to kind of see what we're doing. And they're like, how do you get from here to here in 2 or 3 days? Going through therapy, it might take us 6 months to get there. We're just creating the environment that's making it comfortable for them to talk about things. And it's been working. Every year we get, a couple that come back. We're helping them find their purpose. and showing them there is something that they can contribute back to the, their veteran community after they leave here.
I came in saying I wasn't going to say nothing, but it allowed me to reach down and say, hey, I need help too. And this is what's going to help me, because coming here, I get to put down life for a minute. I get to put down my job and all the stress at work. And I get to come here and work solely on me. That way, when I go back home to my family, I'm a different man, or I can try to be a different man and learn new things to help my relationship with my wife and my kids, to be a better father. And again, coming here, it lets you concentrate on yourself and not necessarily be bugged by all the other stuff, but it lets you put everything down. And that's a big step for me.
It's been kind of good for me, just in the few hours that we've been here, seeing some of the dudes, and I'm like, wow, okay, sounds a lot like me, man. And I'm glad to see that people are dealing with it and getting better. That's where I'm striving to get.
Well, then halfway through, some stories touched me, and it made me understand that I'm not the only one out there that's dealing with this stuff.
It's been so long since I've gotten to be around people like me, that are not ashamed to admit it, and that have, kind of seen the worst in themselves, and they're open to change and to help other people. So yeah, the brotherhood aspect of it has really already taken a hold on me. I'm so glad that I'm here.
I almost feel like I've known these dudes for all my life. It's kind of weird in a way.
What would I say to somebody that's on the fence? Give me one day to prove it to you. Come here for one day, and you don't like it, you can leave. You give me one day here, maybe two, but one day, and you'll see what it's all about. And it's not what AV puts on. It's what AV puts into place to allow the chain reaction of everything to happen.